Well, 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 well. It's your boy Lance Williams here at with We Will Studios, and I hope that you guys are doing good. Hey, this is our second time going live. This is still something I'm still getting used to, but from the first time we did it, I was like, oh, this ain't that bad. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for the first time. Also, Yana, how you doing, man? No way, Derek in here, Derek. Man, but nah, just wanted to say it's crazy that this is only our second time doing it, so still something to get adjusted to, something to get used to. But doing it consistently, I think we're gonna get better, no problem. Yana, that's great, bro. Hey, I'm doing great too, doing good. You know, just doing the thing. You know, hope you're doing good, ma'am. I mean, Derek. Hey, hope everything going good with your studio, man. I see y'all got it set up. The name tough. Everything, bro. I'm so happy for you, bro. So happy for you. Mikey, what you doing, man? Mikey. So, today, the main subject that we're going to be talking about is why do creatives and visionaries get unmotivated? Like, I know it can expand outside of that because unmotivation is something that happens between everybody. So it's just a matter of why do we get unmotivated when we're on a path that we want to be on? You know what I'm saying? Because I know most of us have dreams, most of us have things like that. But it's like, why do we still get unmotivated when we're going after something that we want for ourselves? So that was a topic that I wanted to go over so that damn, it's tough. But nah, it's all good. Mikey gonna be on here later. But nah, that was something that I wanted to talk about mainly just because of the fact that it's normal, but at the same time, it's just a matter of what can we do to kind of like overcome it, you know, kind of like stop it from happening as much as it usually does and not let it affect the path that we're on. So I have a bunch of topics and stuff like that just to go over. But before I start, I just want to ask you guys, the guys who are on here right now, what do you think has caused you to be unmotivated on your journey? Like, and has that happened? Like, how often does it happen? Like, how many times, how usual does unmotivation hit you on your journey? You know, let me know. Because I'm not going to lie, for me, it has happened quite a lot. And I think the reason there's like a lot of factors that play into it, but it's like that. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. That's why we're talking about it. Cause it's like a weird sensation that you get. Like you go to your computer to edit and you have no motivation to do it, or you have a video to shoot, but you have no motivation to go do it. Or you want to go make a script, but you have no like motivation to go do it. So it's like a matter of, what do you think causes those moments on your journey to make that happen? So feel free to throw stuff in the comments. If y'all ain't got nothing, I'm going to go ahead and start going off of the things that we already got written down. But first off, I wanted to start off with what unmotivation is anyway. Ooh, stress. Yeah, stress is a big one. Stress is definitely a big one. I ain't gonna lie, stress is probably like definitely one of the biggest factors that could play into that. Because it's like you got a lot on your head, you got a lot on your mind. And that stuff just be weighing on you sometimes. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, whenever I get stressed, I get like this feeling like right here, right? And it's just like, bro, that stuff be the worst feeling ever. And it's like, I just want to sleep. I don't want to do anything. But I think it's like, yeah, stress is definitely a big one for sure. And adequacy. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one right there, bro. Do you mean like in the sense of like, you're like comparing yourself to other people? Like, is that kind of what you mean by that? When you say inadequacy? Derek, like you're being hard on yourself and it's like hard for you to kind of like, you know, see the things that you're doing as good already, comparing to other people's, setting yourself short, stuff like that. Either way. Yeah, those are good points though, for sure. So, correct, not feeling on the same level as others. Ooh, nah, facts, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that's normal. I think that is actually very normal, especially when we live in this age of social media, where we're going after something that a lot of other people are already doing, and some people are way up there compared to where we are, and seeing that can be overwhelming sometimes. Like somebody got cool, amazing footage. They're working with Lamborghini or some big people, and like that. Yeah, that definitely makes sense, bro. I can even like say I've done the same thing for sure. As far as like, you just see other people and it just kind of like hits you. You're just kind of like, bro, like, I don't even know if I have what it takes. Cause it's like, bro, look at this guy. Look at these people. Am I even capable of doing that? And I think it's just a matter of learning to not compare yourself. Cause not gonna lie, I mean, I know that's easier said than done, because it's like, you go on social media, you don't know what you're gonna see. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, you just gotta change your perspective, bro. Because honestly, Derek, you are good. You're good. Look at where you are now. That should be A. That's all you need to hear. That's all I gotta say. So honestly, bro, you have what it takes. And then with stress, Yana, hey, feel free to take some like moments to relax and chill, bro. Cause I already know you got a lot going on as far as like what, school and everything like that. So yeah, it definitely makes sense. So the first point that I want to go into is going to be from Jillian. She said exterior factors. So anything that we have no control over, basically exterior factors. So like, that could be people's thoughts, your family, outside input, or just so much going on outside in the world, and that could also like kind of like affect us in a way of making us not making us motivated. I think a thing about exterior factors is we can't let that be the source of our motivation or the source of us going to do something. Because I feel like if you do, then it's like 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get disappointed a lot of the time. Because I mean, I'm sure we all know, like the world can have its moments of Adi. Welcome, Adi. Good to see you, Adi. But no, I'm sure exterior factors, bro. Like, I mean, we have no control over that. But at the same time, it's like it can still hit us the wrong way. That definitely makes sense. I can definitely see exterior factors being as something. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's gotta start with you. You can't let outside things be the reason why that like shuts you down. Cause it's gotta start with you at the end of the day. If what you're doing is fueled by exterior factors, then I'm sure like it's gonna definitely like hurt you in the long run, because it's like you're just hoping for other things to spark you to do something instead of you doing it yourself. So exterior factors, no, that's definitely a big one. That is definitely a big one. Have I had moments like that? Yeah. And it also kind of plays into what Derek said about inadequacy, like comparing yourself and seeing other people who are not on the same, who are on a higher level than you are, like, or where you want to go. And it's just like, bruh, like, I mean, you can't, like, the only thing you can do about it is what you can control. So it's like, look at what you have and find the best ways to kind of like make it work so that you can grow in your own way. What's good, RD? Nah, man, I'm doing great, bro. Hey, just another live, nothing crazy, just trying something new. But yeah, exterior factors, I definitely think is a big one. What other exterior factors have y'all gone through in y'all's journey that's kind of like made y'all unmotivated? Like, something outside in the world or on social media, something that's kind of like just made you be like, dang, bro, I don't even know if I want to do this stuff no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are some exterior factors which y'all say have hit y'all in a way? I ain't gonna lie, for me, my biggest one might be the thoughts that people may have of my work. It's not saying that I make bad work or anything, but it's just like I always think like, oh, if I don't have this, nobody's gonna mess with it. Or if I got this, it's like that. Okay, Derek said, I personally don't get intimidated by other creators. My true issue is wanting to do something new, but coming up blank. I mean, but think about it, bro. Think about it. Jazz! What's up, Jazz? But I mean, bro, think about it. That is 100% valid. But it's like, it takes a minute for something new to spark. And I think the thing about it is, like, as much as we try to make something new and original and everything like that, it's like we just, like, all we can look toward is the stuff that's already out there, right? Like, that makes perfect sense. But it's like, at the same time, it's just a matter of doing it your way, right? Because I feel like nowadays people look to other people who are already doing it and kind of like source things from them and kind of do it their way. They're like, oh, it's working for them, why not? Or, oh, it's going good for this person, so why not me do it? And then it just kind of seems like you're just doing something that everybody else is doing. I feel like in a way, like, you shouldn't force it. I don't think you can force it. Hey, what's good? What's good? Exclusive Steve, what's good, bro? I don't think you should force it, bro. Like, if anything, I think you should still just keep doing stuff your way. Like, you have what it takes. You have a creative mind. You have what it takes to just make amazing things. It's just like, go with how you feel about something. Because I don't think anybody can replicate that. I think that's the thing. Like, if you try to force something new, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think anybody who has made anything new or original went into it with the intention of, oh, this is going to be the next big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it just happens. Like, they just do it, and then next thing you know, it's a new and original thing. So for the people who just joined in, we're talking about exterior factors. Everybody, what are some exterior factors that have unmotivated you from doing something you wanted to do? Like, whatever it can be, any exterior factors. It can be anything. But nah, Derek, I definitely agree with you, bro. But honestly, I think because of you doing your own thing, that's going to happen on its own. I don't think that's something you can force. Because I feel like the more you force it, the more it's going to just look like everything else that's already going on, So, but yeah, so we're just talking about exterior factors that can unmotivate you. Because that's something, exterior factor, things we can't control that can unmotivate people. So, but yeah, bro, I think that's what it could be for sure. What's up, Shatori? What's up? Oh man, what's that man? How you doing, bro? That man kills. Golly, man, how you doing, man? Now, some of these people I've worked with, some people I don't even know, but I've been seeing them in a minute. But yeah. Okay, so another exterior factor I think that could be is what's good? How you doing? But nah, so does anybody got any more exterior factors? Any more? Feel free to share. No judgment here. It's all good. What's good, bro? What's good? Nothing much. Just doing live things and stuff. But yeah, I don't think we should. Well, I know it's easier said than done, but I think we should try our hardest to kind of like make our minds not subject our worth, our ability to do things or anything like that from outside perspectives. Because at the end of the day, we have no control over the things that people may think. We have no control over what things people will do. All we can do is like just focus on us, right? So it's like, in a way, that's all we can do. And it's like, as long as we just keep focusing ourselves and all of that other there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jazz said putting yourself out there creatively is scary. That is very true. That is very true. I think that's something that every creative goes through. You know, it's like they make something and then they're just worried about what people may think, what people are gonna how people may feel about it. Because I ain't gonna lie, social media, the world is a very evil, negative, messed up place. Have y'all been on Twitter? Bro, Twitter be the main place that be getting on people's heads about anything, bro. Like, oh, this man put his cereal in before he put in, no, this man put in the milk before he put in the cereal. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm the type of person to like put milk first before the cereal, but it's just like people will be, bro, that man would get bashed. That man would get bashed. But as far as like your creative work, I mean, it's like, how else are you going to get noticed though? Like, it definitely makes sense. It definitely makes sense. But it's just like, how else are you going to get noticed? Especially when it's like, this is an industry where connecting with people is the thing that boosts the stuff that you work on. So it's like, sometimes it's just, you got to take that leap of faith. Shatori says the fear that it won't come out how you envisioned. Ooh, that is true. Like, would you say in the sense of like, you don't have the resources to make it come out how you envision it? Or you mean in the sense of like, you feel like you're going to work on it and then it's just going to come out like bad, like terrible. Like which way do you mean? But no, Jazz, hey, that's just, I think that's something that's definitely something that for sure. But Jazz, you're talented, bro. Like your reel, all that stuff. Bro, I hope you sharing that stuff out there, bro. I hope you are. I've coached people that were afraid to charge. You know what's crazy? I was actually afraid to charge too, bro. like being all like, what is it? Dang, I hope they don't think that this is too much and everything like that. But I think that's like, you got to be confident in yourself. Okay, and Shatori said, sort of not being able to communicate your vision to others. I mean, I feel like, okay, so if this is something that you're working on, it's like that's your baby, that's like, you're basically the director of whatever you created, right? So it's like, I think it's in a way you got to just learn to communicate that to other people. I'm not saying like automatically people are going to understand what you're going to say, but it's like sometimes you just got to understand how some people work. For instance, like whenever, or that it would be less than what you imagined. When you say less, you mean like, okay, you think in your head, this thing is going to be amazing. It's going to be great. And if you put this thing out there, it's not going to be good. Like, do you mean like the reception is not going to be there as far as like people not seeing what you're doing and everything like that? But no, I think learning to communicate with other people, that's a vital skill everybody needs to have. Cause it's like, if you got to be able to adapt to everybody's communication style. Not everybody takes information or listens or talks the same way. Cause it's like, for instance, whenever I was doing Death in the B&B, everybody who I was working with, I couldn't just talk to them and be like, yo, do this, yo, do that. No, you got to like talk in a way to where like you can understand how they work. So then you can work with them. It's like a matter of just learning how to empathize and work with people. I think that's very important. But for sure. And I was going to say, Derek, you ever had a fear of like people like not thinking your prices are going to be like your prices are too much or anything like that? Because that's something I definitely dealt with. Like as far as like, oh, I feel like this should be priced at this much. But at the same time, it's like, oh, if I do, people going to be like, I don't think I should work with you type thing. Yeah. I think it's like, it goes back to you, you know? Like that's the thing. It's like, do you feel like your skill is worth as much? And the right people gonna see it. The right people gonna understand why, especially like when you explain it. Okay, so moving on to the next topic for sure. Moving on to the next topic. The thing I also wanted to say was you feel like no one sees you. That was the next one. I've dealt with this for sure. It's like you put in a lot of work, you put in a lot of time, you're editing, you putting out content, and it's like you feel like nobody's looking at what you're putting out, nobody is appreciating what you're putting out, and that just causes you to like not even want to really do anything like that anymore. And no, that's definitely understandable. I felt the same way whenever I was working on some short films that I've made. I put them out there and only so many people see it. And but before you like even made anything, you're kind of like already had this grand vision in your head that, oh, bro, this thing gonna get thousands of views. This thing gonna get a lot of, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you believe in what you're making. Like that makes sense. But it's like at the same time, whenever you put it out, that thing can just shut you down. Like that can shut you down. But I think that's the thing. Just don't go into what you're doing with that intention. I think just kind of like let it happen on its own. Because I feel like the more you expect certain things to happen, it's like you're going to be disappointed when it doesn't. Like you're going to be hurt when it doesn't go your way. I'm not saying don't go into it. It's just like kind of like don't have the intention of, oh, I'm going to make this solely for the purpose of attracting millions of people and everything like that. Yep, like Mikey said, you got to make them see you. Exactly. And the only way to do that is just focusing on yourself, focus on what you're doing, your craft, and put that out. And I think that's important, but it's hard. It is definitely hard. But like that's where it starts with the source, which is you. So kind of just don't even go in with the intention of trying to blow up or anything like that. Just do what you love. Like you're making a project because you believe in it, you love it, and you want to share a story with people. That's it. You're not going into it for the purpose of, oh, I want to blow up, all this other stuff. Nah, just go into it with the perspective of, look, I'm making something that I like, and I'm putting it out there for people to see. And bro, best believe when the time is right, the right people will see it, and it can happen on its own. Derek says, I was in sales before photography, so I was never afraid to charge in general. But for a while, I was afraid to charge over $1,000. But since then, I grew up to 4,000 is my highest paid gig. No, that's great, bro. That is great. I definitely feel that. Yeah, that's facts. I'm glad. That's really good that you charging what you worth, bro. Cause yeah, it's not even just your gear and stuff that's gonna be over 1,000. It's like the experience that you give the people that you're working with, and plus you're giving them a good product too. So I as you should, bro. Very good, indeed, Jazz. Indeed. So honestly, guys, with whatever you're doing, don't go into it with the intention of trying to please people or trying to blow up or whatever like that, because sometimes depending on where you are is going to take a minute. And even that can be a hard thing. Like that actually makes me want to get into the next point. Rapper 2Times, that man 2Times, shout out to 2Times. He said, sometimes it's just hard to see the vision from the position you're in. First of all, that is very true. That man Mikey, he know. Yeah. But honestly, no, that is very true. It's hard to see yourself being a big actress when you're not even really getting a lot of gigs or anything. It's hard for you to see yourself as being the big producer when you're only making beats in your house, in your bedroom, It's hard for you to kind of like see. I'm done. He said bars. I'm done. he preaching though. Like that's actually a valid reason. It's hard. Like it's hard for me to like. It can be hard for some people to even see themselves being one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, when all you're making at the moment is short films with your iPhone because that's all you have. But I think what that all roots back to is, how much do you believe in what you're going after? Like, is the strength of your belief in yourself and what you're going after strong? Because I think that needs to be there from the jump in order for progress and everything to be made. Like, let me know if I'm tripping, but I feel like that plays into it, because you would look at where you are. Like, if your belief is there, if your confidence is there in what you're doing and who you are, your ability to do things, you would kind of like feel like, okay, yes, I'm not where I want to be yet. However, I believe that I have what it takes to get there, right? Like, that would be probably what the biggest source right there. It starts with you. So it's just a matter of, do you have the, like, point back to your why? Like, why are you doing what you're doing? You want to you want to go after the big things that you're doing. You want to make them happen. You want to entertain people. You want to make beats. You want to do whatever. It starts with the belief. Like, because no cap, you can literally let, like, your position of where you are be the thing that holds you back from going anywhere. That makes perfect sense. And yes, it can definitely be hard to see your vision when you're not even close to it yet. I dealt with that too before I even made We Will Studios, because it was like, bro, do I even have what it takes to make something that can even go to that realm? Especially because it's like, you don't even see how you're going to get there. Like, you're looking at where you are, and the path to get to where you want to be is dark. You don't see anything in front of you. You don't know what's coming. You don't know what you're going to be going through, what you're running yourself into. But I think if you go down that path with belief and confidence that you will get there with no problem, because you believe in what you're going after, right? So it's just a matter of, yes, although I'm in the position I'm in, my vision is the thing that's going to motivate me to keep pushing. That's the thing that's going to keep me going, because I know that eventually I'm going to get there. So I think it starts with you, and just growing your belief, your mindset, your perspective of how you see yourself. Because I literally feel like once you get that down, you're going to be unstoppable no matter what position you're in. It don't matter if you at your mama's house. It don't matter if you down bad. It doesn't matter. Like, you believe in yourself and you're willing to put in what it takes to get there, you're going to make it happen. Now, at the same time, that this brings me into the next thing. Not being used to the workload. And not being used to the workload, you can be like, I gotta edit. Like, I gotta film. I gotta practice all the time. Like, there's a lot of things that plays into that. Let me know if, like, whenever you were first, whenever y'all were first getting into what you're doing, you're like, bro, that's gonna take a lot of work. And you ain't never, like, been through that type of, like, amount of practice and stuff before. Like, let me know if y'all been through that at all, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I have. I definitely have. It's like, a lot of cameras, a lot of filming, editing. Now, editing alone, that stuff can make you unmotivated. Because I was saying, learning lines for the first time. I'm saying, that's no good. Hey, nah, that's valid. That's valid right there. But you want to be the actress. You want to be one of the greatest ones to ever do it. So it's like, you got to put in the hours. Now, I'm not saying you got to, like, wake up learning lines and go to sleep. Like, I'm not saying that, but it's just like, put time toward it. Like for an hour or so a day, go ahead and just put time toward practicing lines, learning lines, or studying actors or anything like that. So, yeah, I'm saying, bro, like, that, not like, getting used to the workload is a lot, because it's like, you already, before you even started really working toward going to the thing that you want for yourself, it's like you are in a position of not doing that stuff, right? It's like you ain't never had no routines. You ain't never had no periods of time and throughout your day of like what editing all the time or practicing lines all the time or studying movies or practicing making beats for hours and stuff like that. Like it's like it's like change. It's change. That's literally what it is. Derek said anyone who likes editing is psycho. You dang right. You dang right. Because I'm not going to lie. I only like the part where it's finished and you see everything coming together. That's it. Do I like sitting in front of the computer for hours? No. But you got to thug it out. That's it. But nah, it's like the workload, you got to like adjust to it. Or if anything, you got to like change how you normally did things in the way of making that workload normal. So it's like if you got to get into a routine of doing stuff differently, go for it. If you got to change your routine to get up early so you can have time to do something, go for it. Like it's change. And since we're so comfortable already being in that normal state where we weren't doing any of that stuff, it can definitely be hard. And believe me, like I'm still somewhat in the process of doing that. Like I'm trying to get into a routine of like, say for instance, like reading more or even just having like staying focused within the like 2-3 hours that I tell myself to do. And it's like, bruh, like, bro, this stuff hard. Like, you know how hard it is to stay focused with no phone and sit in front of a computer and try to decipher how to edit something. That stuff is hard. All right, Derek, bro. Thanks for putting out, bro. Thanks for pulling up. Hey, definitely got to link up soon for sure. Hit me up, bro. Good. Thanks for pulling up for sure, though. Jazz say, because when it all comes together, the finished product looks amazing. So it's all worth it. Exactly. So in a way, do you think like you could also focus on the end product? Like, do you think that could be a thing that could, motivate you to keep doing the extra work, like doing the extra hours and everything like that? Because it's like, if I'm thinking about what it's going to look like, I could be like, oh, yeah, like, I don't know. Let me know. But still. But no, like getting used to the workload is a hard process. It's just change. Change is hard, bro. It's uncomfortable because it's like if you were so used to getting up at like say 11 a.m. every day, and all of a sudden you realize in order for you to do something that'll get you toward what you want to do, it's like, oh, I got to start getting up at 8 or 9. Like, bruh. That's going to be hard because it's like, bro, how am I going to adjust myself to start doing things differently? I think it just deals with your discipline, bro. Like, are you willing to do something so you could go get toward the thing that you want for yourself? Bro, perfect example. So earlier this month, I had decided to not play video games just so I can solely focus on creating and everything else like that. Because it's like, bro, if I want to make Oscar worthy films, if I want to make amazing films that people will love and that will live on forever and stuff like that, it's like, is this going to help me get there? And I have to think, no, not really. No, I'm not saying to like completely cut it out, but I'm also saying like dedicate more time toward the thing that's going to help you get to where you want to be. And if it means you got to cut out watching Netflix, cut out playing video games, cut out something just so you can put more time toward, growing yourself, growing your craft so that you can get there, then hey, it's like, are you willing to do that? And then another thing I want to get into as well. Like results not coming quickly. That's a big one. I think that can also be very unmotivating for people when the results aren't coming as quickly as you planned it. Like, say, for instance, you started a business. You put out videos and stuff like that to promote it. Oh, you made a social media account. and all this other stuff. All right, Jazz, thank you so much for coming out, dude. Hope you're doing great. Hope we run into each other soon for sure. Mariah, what's up, Mariah? But nah, I think results not coming as quickly is also a big thing that can definitely shoot down your motivation. Like, cause it's like, say for instance, you make it, like I said, you're making a business, and then you make an account, and you're like spreading the word about it, everything like that, and you're like, bro, oh man, I think I'm gonna get my smooth 100+ followers. Oh yeah, we gonna be good. And say like only like 10 people like follow your account. Like, you're like, dang, I didn't think that was gonna happen. Like, I thought I was gonna get some more than that. Or when you make a business and you expect the money to be coming in quick, because it's like, oh, it looks like everybody else got it, so why is the results not coming to me? I think you got, like, it starts with you, right? And plus it takes time. I think that's another thing. People aren't patient. Well, and that's very understandable, because nowadays it's like, bro, stuff costs money, and you kind of just want to get yourself to the position you want to be quickly, but maybe you're just not ready to be in that position yet. Because it's like, do you think you would know how to handle? Audie said social media be making that shit worse. This is how you get, bro. I swear. That's the, bro. And that's the thing that, like, if you look at the ads on social media, what they be saying? Oh, are you making money like this? Nah, if you work with me, or if you do this, you can start getting this amount of money in your bank account, all this other stuff. Bro, they love doing that. I don't know why they keep promoting stuff like that. I mean, yes, do it catch people's attention? Yes. And most of the time, some people are going to fall for it. But it's like, bro, come on. Like, come on, bro. Social media be the worst with that. I agree. And I don't know. I don't think that, like, do you feel like it's ever going to change, Audie? Yeah, I think you're the only one in here. So, hey, one-on-one talks with Audie. So, do you think that's like ever going to change? Do you think social media is ever going to adjust in a way to where it could like stop messing up people? Or do you think that's not even like their job? They're just there to just promote things. You know what I'm saying? Nah, TikTok love doing that. Oh, especially like them influencers that they be all like, hey guys, so I just bought my new car. This is that. And these are the steps these are the 5 easy steps I did to get it and all this other stuff. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, really? No, I definitely agree, bro. I definitely agree. Like, I feel like it's like, bro, you like people, we gotta like just learn how to like not be fazed by that stuff. But like I said, that's easier said than done. It's like, I don't even know if that's even like possible unless you take time out to kind of like not look at that stuff and let it like psych you out. Because, bro, social media be making you think you got to have everything figured out by 22, 21. It make you think that you got to be able to handle yourself by, like, you got to have a house, all this other stuff by, like, 25. Like, bro, nah, bro. It's like people just got to follow themselves. Go at your own pace. Like, don't try to rush it, you know? Yeah, bro. People expect to blow up overnight because it's low-key more accessible to go viral nowadays. That is very true. TikTok has definitely made that easy. Patience is non-existent. Indeed. I couldn't agree more. I don't know why, though. Like, literally, it's just like people see somebody doing something and then think, oh, wow. It goes back into comparing. It's like, bro, why ain't I where they is? This dude 19 driving McLarens and I'm not. You know, like, I don't know, bro. Patience is definitely non-existent. I think definitely people need to practice that more. Or if anything, people just need to take some time off of social media so they can kind of like realize they don't need to do all that stuff to kind of like be successful. Because it's not, I'm not saying like that stuff is not going to happen. But you can't just expect that stuff to happen overnight. Like, say, for instance, if you're trying to build a successful business, you're not going to make $1 million overnight, bro. That takes time. It takes time. It's like, and also just believing in the fact that it will happen when it needs to. And that you just got to keep being consistent in everything in order to make that happen. Like, even people on YouTube, like there's people that have millions of followers, right? And then there's people who start YouTube channels to kind of like be in that position where they can get paid just for making videos. But then they start making videos. They like, bro, dang, I'm not getting as many subscribers as I thought I would. I thought I would have blown up by now. All this other stuff. It's like, dude, you can't be going into it with that mindset, bro. And I definitely agree with you, Adi. It's crazy out here. And then I think that goes into your like another thing that can make you unmotivated is your mind just got all types of stuff going on. Like you got lots of things to think about. And when you have so much to think about, that stuff can just stress you out, right? Like so much on your mind. It's like, bro, you don't even know where to start. You don't know what to focus on. You don't know what to believe. And you just kind of like, just don't do nothing or don't think that you're able to do anything. Bro, I'm telling y'all, bro. Your mindset, your perspective, how you feel about yourself, and how you look at things is everything, bro. It is literally everything. And I wish that was more promoted in our lives, especially at this age. Like, I wish that was more talked about in schools. I wish that was more talked about just in general, you know? I already said that's a fact. I be looking at YouTubers with all them subs, and you look at the oldest videos, and it's 3 years ago. It took time. That's what I'm saying. But they still put in the work and stay consistent. Exactly. Because I'm pretty sure they didn't go into the intention of making YouTube videos to like, get 1 million followers. It probably just happened like over time. But it's because they just stayed with it. And they never stopped. Like 4 years? Bro, what's that man's name? Corey Kenshin? I think that dude been making videos for over 5 years. And now he's one of the like biggest not biggest TikTok people, biggest like YouTubers on YouTube. But that man started a long time ago. I think putting goals into years' time works so much better than this instant expectation shit. Like reach this goal by 2025 type stuff because it takes what? Time. Indeed. I couldn't agree more, Adi. Bro, Adi, we need to have, bro, no cap. On my other account, we just need to get on and just talk, bro. I literally feel like we would be talking about all types of stuff, no cap. I literally feel like we would. I don't even know. Do you even be going live like that, Audie? For real? Like, do you be going live like that? But, nah, I definitely agree, though. People just gotta, I just wish that was more, like, emphasized. Like, oh, don't expect things like this to happen overnight. Is it possible it could? Yes. But don't expect just because it happened for him that it's going to happen for you. You know, everybody's time is different. It's just, just focus on keeping at it until it works, until you get there. And then once you do get there, still keep on going. Like, that's what it is. Like, literally all this motivation stuff deals back with you at the end of the day. Like, are you willing to, change how you look at things so that you won't let it dwell you down? Because I know it's like easy to kind of like think less of yourself. I always said I have social anxiety, so I remain off live cameras, but I've always had a dream of joining a friend's podcast for an episode. So, bro, not going to lie though, later down the line, I definitely want to do a podcast, like We Will Studios podcast, like where we just talk about anything real, like real stuff. Like, I'm not trying to talk about like stuff like, oh, look what's happening in this celebrity's life. What are y'all thoughts on that? Like, cause I don't care. I'm like trying to bring value to people, like that's if anything, I would want a podcast that brings value to people who listen to it. So, if you down, bro, Hey, let you be like what, the first guest or something like that. Shoot, who knows? Who knows? Just let me know what you think. We can definitely make that happen. But yeah, and I think the last thing I want to touch on as far as motivation is don't rely solely on. Hey, let's make it happen, Adi. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. I'm saying, because like I said, bro, our talks be hilarious, bro. We gotta, yeah. I'm sure we can definitely share good perspective on things. Yeah, let's definitely make it happen, bro. But I think I'm gonna end this thing soon. And the last thing I just want to touch on is relying solely on motivation to be the thing that pushes you to work on your stuff. I've been a victim of that too. Like where you hope that something just gets you that 20-minute rush of motivation to do some work. But you can't do that. You can't do that just because of the fact that motivation doesn't last long. It's something that's limited. It's not something that you can it'll just spark you for the many years of your life. And like, no, it's literally something that just lasts for not that long. And then when the rush of motivation is out of you, you're right back to where you were feeling unmotivated. So the thing I got to say is just find the best way to make yourself your own like your own inspiration, your own way, like you're the source of doing all the work, all the hard work, all the everything. Just find ways to do it. That's going to point back to like your habits, how you work on things, all of that. So all I got to say is before I get off is, why do creatives and visionaries have unmotivated moments? There's a lot of factors that play into that. But the most important thing is that we need to find a way for ourselves to be our own source of motivation, where we don't need to rely on any outside factors. We don't need to rely on any social media, anything except for ourselves to be our constant battery for motivation. Facts. Finding that inner purpose is the only thing that will keep you consistent. Indeed. Because if you have the right outlook, the right thoughts, the right everything toward the thing that you want, you're going to find, like, you're going to just, like, you being consistent, you doing everything is just going to be night and day for you, because it's like you're your own source. You're your own source. You don't need anybody to convince you that you need to do this way or, do something at all. And yes, unmotivated moments are definitely normal. It's just make sure you guys are out there like searching for how to be your own source so that you don't need to depend on anything or anyone to help you get to the next step in your life. It all starts with you at the end of the day, So yeah. Well, I'm just going to conclude it right there. Thank you guys so much for pulling up to the live. We're going to have another one next week. Same time, same place and everything. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you guys follow We Will Studios and be on the lookout for more content and everything. And if there's any type of subjects, topics, whatever that you guys want us to go over, let me know. And we'll look into it. We'll let you know. We'll work with you. You feel me? Because we want this to be a community to where everybody can talk to each other. So thank you so much, Adi, for being here. Shout out to Adi. Appreciate you, man. Hope you're doing amazing. Hope you're doing great, thriving in Trinidad. Miss Trinidad. But yeah. So to everybody out there, keep doing your thing and just keep on believing that you're going to be the thing that gets you to where you want to be. This is Lance at We Will Studios. I will, you will, we will. Peace. All right, Adi. Hi, Miss Mia. You just came in. You just came in right as we was ending, Miss Mia. Well, yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Stay up.